Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Brab, Dingnab bullfrogs, and assorted animals of all ages, welcome in to the Collector Art House. I was thinking about how I wanted to handle this reveal, and my mind's just been racing for weeks about how I was going to do this. And I had these visions of all this art in the background, the Collector Art House. And of course, my air conditioner failed. So I'm sitting here in the blazing heat and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I'm just going to handle it like I always do on the channel and speak from the heart, kind of reflect on the journey of sorcery. As of course, as many of you know, I was an early adopter of sorcery. I was just really enthralled by the art of the game, really fascinated by the evolution of it. The grid-based concept for the gameplay I thought was an interesting new take on TCGs. So very early on, I was very active in the Discord. Eric was very active. A lot of the early adopters were super passionate, super into it. And, it was just a great time. And it's been a great journey for all these years. So, as I look back, it's kind of, I always talk about karma and fate and how the dominoes just fall to bring us all together in this place where we are today. It's through a bunch of circumstances and efforts and just happenstance, And it's really fascinating. I never envisioned kind of my interest level or role in sorcery getting this deep and expansive, I guess. I was just really into it. I just thought the artwork was super fascinating. The artists were incredible. I was fascinated with Eric Olofsson's story, the creator. So very early on, I created a website. I just wanted to interview the artists and get to know the artists. And, it was a lot of fun researching the artist background, how they came up with the art concepts. It led to this kind of robust website with all the full arts and the cards, the development cards from the early days. And Eric really took a liking to that. And I was very honored that he included collectorarthouse.com in the initial Kickstarter campaign. And then as things evolved, I decided, Sorcery needs a Facebook group. So the Sorcery Community Facebook group was born. And I'm really proud after just a couple years, we have over 4,000 members and it's a lot of fun. A lot of the content creators are doing a tremendous job. The company itself, I need to make sure I mention that the company has an official Facebook a group and a Facebook page and official Sorcery Discord, all linked in the comments here, as well as the Collector Art House platforms linked through the Linktree link in all of my videos. I want to talk about what we're going to do here. So we're having a bit of impromptu reflection. Typical of my lives, right? We have fun, it's lighthearted, we crack jokes, everyone has a good time. What I've done is I've compiled a montage, a video sequence. And again, I do lives, I'm not a video editor, so I did the best I could to kind of reflect on some special memories on the channel. I wanted to show you guys a bit of the collection that I've kind of acquired that tells the story of the history of sorcery. On the channel, we talk a lot about the history of sorcery, the art concepts, connecting the community with the artist and getting into artist stories and really everything from the very early days, the early gameplay design, the evolution of the cards, the evolution of the art, the new artists that have been discovered recently. It's been a great journey. So I captured a montage of a lot of those special moments on the channels at some of the great sorcery events that have been going on. So we're going to roll that. And then I thought what would be fitting for my particular reveal is to have the artists themselves do their own reveal. And it's really exciting. I got to say, the company has done a great job with all the content creators picking a card that's really resonates with their channel and what their content and what their interest level is about. I always say everyone should enjoy the game however you see fit. The gameplay is tremendous. The collectability is incredible. The art is out of this world. Eric has really done a remarkable job of curating some of the greatest artists in the world, in my opinion. And it's been just exhilarating discovering all the art through the last several years and upcoming for Arthurian Legends. I wanted to thank the company for this opportunity. It really means a lot. I want to congratulate all of the other content creators that have done an amazing job representing the game, the company, the very exciting cards and art that's coming up. You'll see that my reveal is going to be focused on the art aspect. I'll leave it to the hardcore game players to really break down the game mechanics. I think a lot of the other channels did a great job of that, so definitely go check out their content. And without further ado, we're going to roll the montage video, and then we're going to have a short sequence with the artist to reveal this amazing new Arthurian Legends card. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for hanging in there. I know I'm notorious for my long intros. Without further ado, I would like, again, to thank all of the amazing artists of Sorcery, the true celebrities of the game, as I say, that really bring life to the cards and make them special and memorable. And it is a great, great honor. I really appreciate this opportunity. So fitting for Arthurian Legends, Sorcery's newest artists from the royal family of fantasy art. This is Sam McKinnon. All right, so we're live, Sam, with Sorcery's newest artist. I guess we could call you the latest and newest artist for Sorcery Contested Realm, Sam McKinnon.
Hey, Mike.
It's great. I appreciate you coming on. It's been exciting spoiler season. We've discovered, I think you're, if I'm remembering correctly, this would be the fourth new artist for Arthurian Legends. And now this is the final reveal for spoiler season. And you are the newest artist, and we're going to see the last card. And then we're about a month away from the big Arthurian Legends reveals. I know we talked a little bit,
Yeah.
but people, of course, kind of, I think, will recognize your name and say, like, who is this Sam
Yeah.
McKinnon? But I wanted to start with... tell us a little bit about who you are and kind of let's start with how you were discovered for the game first, and then we'll talk
Yeah.
about your background in art.
Sounds great. Well, my name is Sam, and how I was discovered for the game is basically, I'm sure a lot of people listening to this will know my brother Seb, who's done some really awesome work for Magic the Gathering. And Eric actually reached out to him to do some artwork for the game. And then Seb basically told me, hey, look, Eric is looking for other arts and stuff. So you should probably send over your portfolio, and if he likes what he sees, he might actually give you a commission. So I did, and
Right.
I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest. But I was really surprised when he got back saying, like that he thought that my style could complement the next set pretty well.
Hmm.
So we did a test run, and I did my first piece for the game, and he liked it, and then commissioned me for three other
Yeah.
paintings. So yeah, so it was really like
Cool.
a dream come true for me to do like artwork for a card game. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see like the card, and like yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna get into that for sure. So I guess I should have also caveated that this is what we're doing here is a larger interview segment. I'm gonna cut up pieces of it for the spoiler reveal, but then soon after I'll publish the full length video so people can learn more about your background. And we're also working on a written Q&A for the collectorarthouse.com website. When I was looking into your background, you talked a lot about how you're into like nature and mythology.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with Arthurian lore, or did you have to kind of research some of
Yeah,
your
I
concepts?
like I did actually. Like I know a bit of the stories of like some of the knights and stuff. And growing up, like I'm not sure if you know like Monty Python and the Search for the
Yeah,
Holy Grail. So
yeah, yeah, for
we
sure.
have that film, and yeah,
Okay,
we've always been into like knights, and like the Lord of the Rings for me and my brothers is probably still our number one film. Um,
yeah,
so we really just like all of that stuff, yeah.
okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's a big inspiration for a lot of fantasy artists. Would you consider
Hmm.
yourself a fantasy artist, or
Yeah,
what
I
genre?
would say like fantasy slash like landscape art, things to do with
Okay,
more of the natural world.
okay, beautiful. Yeah, so I guess with that, let's show your card. So we're gonna have a first reveal of let's go with the card first, and we'll talk a bit about the painting. So the
Exciting.
Sherwood Huntress. So
Wow.
the interesting thing, and this is
That's
your
cool.
first time seeing it, right? So we're
Yeah.
discovering it
Wow.
together.
Yeah. Oh,
Awesome.
that's cool.
Okay. So let's cover like a few details of the card, and you being new to the game, I'll kind of explain a little bit. So the Sherwood
Cool.
Huntress, is that how it was commissioned, by the way? Was that the title of it when Eric asked
Yeah,
for it?
that was the title, and I
Okay.
didn't get much info. Like to be honest, like it was about like a one line like description. It was basically saying like
Yep.
it's a poacher in a windswept clearing in a forest. And
Hmm.
Eric sent me like a reference picture that kind of resembles a bit of the background where there's like the pine trees with the fog.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that inspired me a bit, and gave me like kind of like the feeling of what the painting could look like. Yeah.
Man, your very first card, first of four. Um,
Yeah, that's amazing. Honestly, like
yeah,
it's a dream come true just to see like my name on there too, like that. It's just it's really something for me. So yeah, thanks for
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's a very special time.
So here's the full art. I'll show it digitally on the screen, and then I know you got it behind you. So
Yeah, I
why
have it
don't
here.
we I'm gonna pull it down for a moment, and you can show the real deal, and then I'll pull it back up, and we can talk a little bit more about the art concept, like you were. Wow, there it is. The Sherwood Huntress. Man, it looks like a large piece. We're gonna have to ask him the size of this one. Beautiful landscape, as he says.
All right, so that was it.
Yeah, beautiful. It looks like what is the approximate size? Do you remember off the cuff?
I think it's either 16 by 20 or 18 by no, sorry, 16 by 24 or 18 by 24. I forget.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful piece, and I loved your description. So you have like the nature element. Do you typically do you do a lot of like landscape nature type art, or also
Yeah,
do
I
character
do.
figures? Okay.
Uh, I do like a lot of landscape art actually, and yeah, like I when I painted this was actually in October, and in Montreal,
Hmm.
like the trees, with the leaves, it's super nice, and I want to bring a bit of that vibe to the painting, and I thought that like since I knew that the card was actually wind aligned, so I was trying to
Okay.
find ways to make certain pieces in the painting like reflect that. So that's why you
Yep.
have like a bit in the background, like the red leaves that are kind of like following
Hmm.
the archer with their hair and the cloak. Um, and the arrow as well. Like I wanted it to be pretty uh like apparent, but not too much as well, because I kind of wanted to give like the feeling that the archer is very like silent.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that was basically like the general concept behind it.
Okay. Yeah, and it works great. I mean, I think another great thing about Sorcery working back and forth, like with Eric's artistic vision for the game and the great artist of the game, is all the cards really are very fitting between the card title, the actual illustration, the type
Mm-hmm.
line text, the game mechanic, and then flavor. The flavor text is kind of a wild card sometimes, but otherwise it's very cohesive. And with this
Mm-hmm.
being, it's got the ranged element, so you got the range aspect, the
Yeah,
air or wind aspect, like
yeah,
you were describing,
yeah.
and you capture that so well, with the blowing hair, the falling leaves,
Thanks a lot.
you could tell like the action and the bow itself or the arrow itself too is
Yeah,
it's kind of like streaking like that,
yeah.
and the brush being blown down here in the forefront.
I'm very uh like happy that there are projects like this still that really focus on like real art, especially like in a time where AI art is growing and things like that. It's really nice to see, and I think
Yeah.
yeah, like I was on your Discord the other day, and it's really cool with like you're able to really build up the hype around real art, and
Hmm.
uh, and it's really cool to see how a lot of people just like playing the game, but they actually are really into the art as well. So that's
Yeah.
super cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that because, I mean, it is special and it is important. And like what really excites me is that I found through this game more than any other. People like tell me all the time that they were into gameplay all the time. They were
Hmm.
just gamers, and like
Yeah,
they thought the art was kind of cool, but they never
yeah,
thought to like collect like a painting or an artist proof with a
yeah,
painting on the back or an altar. But
yeah.
so many people have like converted, and I think it really enhances the play experience because if you
Hmm.
enjoy the art and if you really can appreciate like the art concept and how it synergizes with the title and how the game works in the game,
Hmm.
it
Yeah, for
just
sure.
it just makes it more exciting. So it's kind
Yeah.
of a win-win. Awesome, man. Is there anything else? Like, I guess we have a big announcement that I'm going to close the reveal with about what's
Okay.
coming up here, the event. Where can fans see you at the next big event?
Oh yes, I'm coming to the big sorcery event in November. So I'm really excited to be part of the team there, and the fans can
Yeah.
come and see me and sign some cards, and yeah, it's going to be
Yep.
super super cool.
Yeah, Sorcery Con Las Vegas. So it's November 1st through 3rd. And yeah, it's going to be great, especially for you too, being new to the game. You're in for a real treat, man, a real
Yeah,
ride. Like the fans really appreciate the artists, and
cool.
they're just so passionate about the project on every level, gameplay, art, everything. It's really
Wow,
a big deal. It's
wow.
gonna be big. You're on the ground
That
floor
sounds
pretty
great.
much. Only the second set. First
Wow.
expansion. So
Very cool, very cool. Well, thanks
yeah,
again for taking the time and like having me on. And yeah, just the fact like I was so shocked when I was part of the 12 paintings that got revealed this month. So just that was just
yeah,
huge. So it really is a dream come
absolutely.
true. So yeah, thank you, and